seem to be having trouble with my pop shove-its. I'm a regular foot rider, and you and your demonstration videos are goofy.
Wait a sec. Did you just call me goofy? Just kidding.
And you and your demonstration videos are goofy. I'm also having trouble with my regular shove-its. I can lay my front foot on the board, but I'm having trouble with my back foot. If you could help me, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for sending your video. I'm going to do my best to help you out here. So it is like you said, you are putting your front foot on there okay, and your back foot is obviously just staying behind. You're kind of at that step on your shove-its where you're learning to just shove the board with your back foot and land with your front foot. It's more of like a practice step than it is like doing the full trick. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to stand off of your board and just practice shoving the board with your back foot. So just put your back foot on the tail with your other foot on the ground and just practice doing the motion of the shove-it. Once you have that motion of the shove-it really down and you can make the board do the 180 very easily, then I want you to practice some more, stepping off with your back foot, doing the shove-it, and landing with your front foot. Almost like what you're doing here, but you got to get a little bit better at it. And then once you got that step down, then you're going to practice shoving and landing just with your back foot. You got to get your back foot used to jumping up in the air and landing on that board, because right now your back foot is just going straight to the ground and then you're just putting your front foot on there. Like I said, it's kind of like a practice step more than just like a full attempt on the trick. So once you get those steps down, then you can put it all together, jump up into the air with your back foot after you shove it, and then jump and land on the board. You have to leave your front foot on there just like you are there to keep it from turning, which is good, but you gotta fully commit. Another suggestion I have for you is to master the basics of riding, how to ollie, frontside 180, backside 180, and then get into the pop shove-it. I set up the tricks in this exact order because once you learn how to ollie, you just change one thing for the frontside 180, then you just change another thing for the backside 180, and then you're more equipped and you have more board control ready to do the pop shove-it. Cool, so check out my back foot right here. Boom, scoop straight back, leave my front foot on, and then I drop the board down. You don't even have to pop your back foot. You don't have to pop your board on the ground. You can just do a regular shove-it with no pop. I also want to point out that I'm regular in this shot, not goofy, just regular, just for you. So here we go. Slap the tail on the ground, pop the board around, scoop the back foot back, leave the front foot on, and then drop your feet and land. And again, you don't even have to pop your tail on the ground because you can just do a regular shove-it without it. But then once you have the regular shove-it down, then you're going to take it to the next step and start popping your tail. With the pop on your back tail, you can kind of pop like straight down into the ground, but just make sure you scoop your toe back. It's kind of like a motion where you put your toe down and then just slide it back. And that's what is referred to as the scoop. So the scoop is the main thing that I want you to practice. So again, just so you got all the steps I want you to do, it's very specific. I want you to stand off of the board, just practice popping it with your back foot, then practice landing with your front foot, then practice landing only with your back foot, and then put it all together and fully commit. Don't be scared of falling, fully commit. Just jump up and land on that board. You might land primo a couple times, you might fly out, but it's totally okay. That's all part of learning these tricks, and the more you do it, the better you're going to get. So don't worry about it, just fully commit and you'll get it down. Notice how my front foot caught the board right there with my back foot still in the air, and then I just brought it down and landed and roll away. I highly suggest you get skateboarding made simple. Not only because it breaks down all of the steps of the shove-it, even in more detail than I gave you here, but also because it breaks down all of the tricks before the shove it. If you skip steps, you can get the feeling that skateboarding is too hard or you're not good enough, and that's just not true. You just have to learn the tricks in the correct order. So click the red annotation and get skateboarding made simple today.